Hello, everybody. All right, next matter. We're here for Bo Baldomero for a 0889654.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, sir. Are you interested in the deferral program?
No, I don't.
Okay, at this point, you have rejected the deferral program. I'll go ahead and look at your police report, and then we will go forward with this matter. All right, sir, I want you to know that you were clocked at 84 and a 70, and the officer already dropped it down to only 5 over. You are still contesting the, excuse me,
Yeah.
sir? Okay.
Yes, Your Honor. I understood.
All right, so just want you to know that's the lowest you can go for a speeding fine. So, but I will listen to your matter. Okay, go ahead, sir.
So, me and my wife are traveling to Seattle for the first time. We live in Southern California. It's a long trip. We did it for 3 days. On the day of the infraction, it's already our way home, back way home, and I believe that I was driving in the speed of limit. There's multiple vehicles that are driving all at the same speed rate from what I remember, and I was on a cruise control. We were on the far left of the freeway, and I believe the officer was on all the way to the right side, um, stopped, like the vehicle is at full stop. And then I was surprised when he pulled me over and told me that was my speeding was, I was doing is over speeding. And I kind of asked, I want to ask him like the evidence of that, but everything went too fast. So I just comply whatever he asked. He asked for my driver's license and for my insurance
All
and
right, sir,
all
how
other
fast were
paperwork.
you
Yeah.
going? You were on cruise control. What was your cruise control set at?
I believe it wasn't 75.
So you
And then
admit that you were 5 over the speed limit, which he cited you for.
I believe so, but I was driving with everybody else on that freeway. If I drive a little bit slower because I was on the far left, then it will cost traffic or endangerment to the other drivers. So I was pretty much just following
Sir,
whatever
if
the
you
speed at the
drop
time.
a little bit, so I'm sorry, that's not a valid argument. It is not
Okay.
the safety of individuals to drive at 70 as opposed to 75. It actually would have been safer because then you would be following the speed limit. Based on that information in your admittance that you were actually going 5 miles over the speed limit, I will find that you did commit it. However, I will mitigate this down even slightly just because this is your first speeding offense, it looks like, in the state of Washington. I'll go ahead and drop the penalty amount down to $75.
Thank you.
So you will have 60 days to make this payment. You can pay online, or you'll probably have to pay online based on your location. If you cannot pay within 60 days, you can enter a payment plan, but this information will be mailed to your address in Norwalk, California. Is that correct? Norwalk? Okay.
That is correct,
All
Your
right,
Honor.
sir. Well, then this will be headed your way, and then you have 60 days to make the payment.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. All right, next matter, Trevor Fentress. Can you please unmute, sir? I see you there.
There we go.
Sir. All right, sir, are you interested in the deferral program?
No.
Okay, you have rejected the deferral program. I'm going to go ahead and look at your police report, and then I'll let you tell me your side of the story in 1 second. Let me just check this out. So failure to wear safety belt. All right, go ahead. Tell me your side of the story, please.
Me and my wife were on our way down here to go get some sushi for lunch. We don't have a lot of options for that. I chose to drive my Civic that day. I was doing the speed limit. I had just left the gas station, put my seatbelt on, everything else, had a chicken sandwich in my hand. So, I mean, it could have been obstructing view or whatever. But the cop was on the side of the highway or on the side of the freeway, and I was in the middle lane. And he said from where he was standing, by the other car that he would already pulled over that he seen my seatbelt not on. Well, I drive a 93 Honda Civic. He said it was slacked on the edge over here. And they don't really get super tight in an old car like that anymore.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that's what he's seen or what, but I was wearing my seatbelt because if you look on my record, I can't get another ticket right now. I'm not allowed. They'll take my driver's license away.
You have a very lengthy traffic
I've
history.
really, really working on not getting in trouble.
Yeah, that would highly recommend that. Also, is it your excuse that a chicken sandwich blocked him being able to view?
I was literally holding the chicken sandwich right here, and from the driver's view, it would be like straight to my seatbelt, essentially. But
That's
I mean,
unique. That's unique. That was a good one.
the other thing is the first thing the cop asked me was what year my car was, not
All right,
any.
sir, let me ask. So I'm looking at your ADR right now. I'm looking at your licensing status. Yeah, you are very much so on the limit with tickets. Okay. Let's see.
If
Yeah,
my wife,
I will go, sir, I will go ahead and find this one as not committed purely because the police report does not make sense to me. I'm not quite sure what the officer was doing. He says he was assigned traffic duties, but then he said that he contacted you and you weren't wearing a seatbelt. I'm not quite sure if he saw you from a car or standing outside the car.
he was standing outside of another car that he had already had pulled over, and immediately as I
Okay.
went by him, he got
All
on
right,
his
sir.
and
Okay,
chased me.
thank you. I will find this is not committed purely because the police report is not clear to me. So that is your saving grace. I do not believe in the chicken sandwich excuse, but because the police report was not clear to me, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt and find this as not committed. So this is dismissed. Please don't get any more traffic infractions. You have quite a lengthy history.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you very
All right.
much.
Thank you for your time.
Have a wonderful day.
You as well. Leslie Wayne Haywood. Leslie Wayne Haywood.
Okay, can you hear me now?
All right, thank you, sir.
Yeah,
All right, so are you interested in the deferral program?
no, I am
Okay.
not.
All right, so give me a second, please, to just read over your police report, and then I'll let you tell me your side of it.
Okay,
All right, sir, I just want to let you know that you were clocked at 84 miles per hour in a 70, and you were already given only 5 miles over. So I just want you to know that this has been mitigated down to the least it could be mitigated down in regards to a speeding infraction. But go ahead, please, and tell me your side of the story.
okay, I was on the 3-lane head north on I-5 where it goes to 2 lanes. I was in the middle lane, and the officer, he was in a motorcycle cop. He was on the right side of the road, and there was a pickup that was right beside me, kind of passing me as we come up the hill. And then I seen the officer over there, and the pickup went around me, and I said, well, I said that guy's probably going to get stopped because I had my cruise set at 70 miles an hour. And anyway, when I seen the lights come on and stuff, I was driving down the road. Then I pulled over when I seen that it was for me. And when he walked up to my vehicle, he said he had me clocked at 81. And but you just said 84, but he told me 81 at the time. But I wasn't doing 81 or 84.
All right, sir. It's a he said situation based on 2 individuals. I look at your speeding history and it looks like just a few months ago you got clocked for the exact same thing. Based on that information that you were going 84 and a 70 based on the officer's statement, and you already got it mitigated down to the lowest. I will find this committed. I will mitigate it down to $90. So
Okay, I have one question.
yes,
He told me 81. Well, so why is it 84 on his report?
sir.
I know that
Okay.
for a fact.
Great. You want to say 81? He still gave you for 75 and a 70.
Correct.
So
Yeah, no, I realize that. But I'm just saying why 3 miles an hour difference on that, what he told me versus on his report.
Well,
That's
sir,
what
you're
it-
telling me what you remember versus what's in his report. So once again, it's what you think
Yes.
he said versus what he wrote down. So I would tend to gravitate towards the officer's affidavit because memories can slip when you're being pulled over. And honestly, it's a moot point because he gave you for 75 out of 70.
Yeah,
So,
correct. And the reason they do that is so I just pay the fine and call it good.
yeah,
But
well,
I would
last time it looks
yeah.
like you got a free pass and this time you're actually going to be held accountable for, once again, speeding, sir.
Okay.
So, sir, you got 90 days, or sorry, 60 days to pay $90. If you cannot do that, you will have you can enter a payment plan, but this will be mailed to you at your address in Napavine.
Bullshit, motherfuckers.
Please kick him out. Thank you. All right. I apologize for the expletives. Everyone had it here. So, Gary James Rice-Swig.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Rice-Swig, we are here for 4 matters today. Are you in? Oh, well, no, this is public nuisance matter, so this is not deferral program eligible. So I have reviewed all the police reports for the 4 matters. They seem to be pertaining to the same situation. I have reviewed all the rules associated with them. I do see that you provided exhibits. They do not pertain to these 4 cases at hand, so I do not believe their relevance has been established. I see that they relate to previous situations stemming from the same concern, but they do not weigh on today's matters. So based on that, I'll ask you to go ahead, sir, if you want to give me any information about these 4 nuisance complaints. And then I will ask some questions and then we will go from there, sir. So go ahead. Is there anything you would like to add to the reports?
Yes, at the last Zoom meeting I had with Robert, the judge mentioned that considering the people that are complaining about my dog, I have restraining orders against. And I view the restraining order specifically calls out that I am not to be contacted by a third party. And
Sir,
I
that has
consider the
nothing to
sheriff
do
a
with
third party.
today's, sir, that has nothing to do with the nuisance. If there is a violation that's happening on a restraining order, that is something that you need to bring to light to the sheriff's office. That's a criminal offense. That has nothing to do, unfortunately, with today's issue of your dog being on property that's not yours. Do you have anything to say in regards to why your dog is entering property that is not your
No,
property? Okay.
no.
Okay, because I have 4 cases in front of me stemming from 10/13/24 at 7:51 a.m., 10/30/24 at 8:01 a.m., 11/13/24 at 6:58 a.m., and 11/17/24 at 7:43 a.m., where there is video footage of your Belgian Malinois entering your neighbors, I believe, is Mr. Dan Leask, your neighbor, sir?
Yes.
Entering your neighbor's property. There is video footage that has been submitted to let me see. I believe, who is the citing officer in this matter? Nathan Stanier. Am I not seeing? Powell County Sheriff. So it's from the deputy's office. So a deputy sheriff has received this footage, has reviewed it, and has found that under the Cowlitz County Code 6.12.040, an animal owner cannot allow their animal to trespass on any public or private property not belonging to the animal owner. Sir, do you own the Belgian Malinois named Daisy?
I do.
Okay. Let's see. Have you ever received authorization for your dog to enter Mr. Don Leask's property?
No.
Okay. And let's see. So, sir, what are we contesting today? You yourself are admitting that you own the Belgian Malinois at issue, and it is on property that is not yours.
Well, we have a very small community here. It's only a 20-acre island. All the dogs have run loose on the island since I've been here 25 years. There's never been a complaint about any dog until I was attacked by the Don Leask and two of his friends.
Sorry, sir,
Since
that's a
then, they've
criminal
been
matter.
continually.
Okay. But sir, you have
Thank
been
you.
asked numerous times by, I'm not sure if Mr. Leask is asking you at this point, because as you said, there's a restraining order that's outside of my jurisdiction today. He's obviously, he does not want your dog on the property. At this point, it has become a nuisance. It looks like you've been receiving verbal warnings over the phone on 5/16/24 for your dog running loose on other people's property. You came into the sheriff's office at the Hall of Justice, presented your dog. They gave you a verbal warning on that day, which was in August of 24, that your dog must be controlled on your own property and not allowed to run loose on other people's property. I mean, at this point, sir, we're just going to keep on getting more and more citations for you and your dog. You have to put your dog on a leash or you have to build a fence.
Yes, ma'am. I have 5 acres. I will be building a fence.
Yeah, so based on that information, sir. So let me start off. So based on that information and cause number 4A0369008, I will go ahead and dismiss that cause number in its entirety. And 4A0369009, I will go ahead and dismiss that cause in its entirety. However, in cause number 4A0369010, I will find that as committed, and I will go ahead and impose, let's see, that was number 10. I will go ahead and impose a $115 fine. That's mitigated down from the $295 that you were fined. And cause number 9 ending in 9011, I will go ahead and find it committed, but once again, mitigate it down to $115. That means, sir, in totality, you owe $230 for 2 cause numbers. You have 60 days to make this payment or enter a payment plan. All this information will be mailed to you at your address in Silver Lake. And sir, I mean, this has been an ongoing issue. Unfortunately, at this point, you are aware that Mr. Leask is out to get you for these infractions. It's not a pleasant, by far, it doesn't seem like a pleasant interaction with your neighbor, but you need to keep your dog on your property or else you'll keep coming back for these.
Yes, ma'am.
So, sir, is there anything additional that I can answer at this time?
I don't believe so.
Okay. Well, I wish you the best in this relationship, and please just stay away because it looks like it is just, he's out to get you for these infractions.
Yes, ma'am. There are no fences on the island at present time other than fences that Mr. Leask has erected on other people's properties.
No, I understand, sir. I have property too, and my dog roams around, but it seems that unfortunately you have a neighbor who is not very pleasant to your animal. And so it's a rough situation, but just avoid these situations. It is a tough situation to be in when you have property.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank you for your time, sir.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You as well, sir.
Be safe, be well, sleep sweet, and much love.